From the concrete jungle to the solitude of our little farm. That's home. What's up, everybody? This is Brian over here at the Little Orchard Farm, and welcome to today's video. I think we're going to make some pretty nice progress again this weekend. We're putting one last coat on the ceiling. After it dried, I noticed there was a couple of spots that were shaded a little differently and whatnot. No big deal. I'll run back over and add one more layer to that, a quick layer to that. And we went ahead and purchased the wall paint. So we're gonna go ahead and get started putting the coats on, a coat on the walls. And we'll see how far we get along on that. We got a few things to do on the outside as well. We're gonna try to knock out today. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. Started out a little chilly this morning, but I think it's going to warm up nicely and be a really pretty day. So I'm excited about this weekend and what all the things that we're doing. Yeah, let's do this. This really has been a fun wall to build. The complicated part comes in just making sure that the gap, the nickel gap on it, stays consistent or somewhere close to consistent. And that they obviously run parallel or level and plumb with each other as it crosses doors and so forth. So that when you get to the one that's right above the door here, that it doesn't have a little tiny crack here and then a real big crack here, right? So that's been the kind of the challenging part of the whole thing. And you know, I think it's come out quite nicely. You can tell here's what I'm talking about. So you've got this board right up here that actually, you know, comes across the door. And so you've been cutting these pieces separately and from the ground up, trying to keep them level with one another while trying to keep the gaps about the same, right? And they change a little bit, but then you hope that this gap here is kind of similar to this gap when you put the piece of wood that goes over the door in place. And it's not too bad. It's not too bad. What we're going to do with this wall is we're going to sand it down a little bit just to smooth it up. On some of these seams here, we've got some fiber tear. So when you make your cut with your saw, of course, you get little prickly fibers that are sticking up. We just want to sand those down real nice. Debating on whether to wood fill all the holes. If we leave the nail holes, it kind of has that rustic kind of a look, but not a very professional look. So I'm debating on wood filling all the holes. If I do that, it's a lot of holes. But then we're going to put a nice, beautiful clear coat on this thing. It might honey up a little, might get a little darker with the poly, a nice poly coat. But I want to bring out all of the wood grain striations and so forth, all this pattern. I want to see this. I want this to really pop, and I think this would be a beautiful wall. So, all right, I'm gonna do at least a couple more pieces. I don't want to get all the way to the very, very top because then when I go and paint the last final coat of the ceiling, I don't want to get overspray on it. So I want to leave maybe that last one or two pieces. So I got a little ways to go. All right, so we're just wrapping up cleaning the area back out again. Worked on the shiplap wall a little bit, got it up to where I wanted it, where we're about 3 runs from finishing, but I did not want to go all the way to the very top so that overspray, we wouldn't have to tape all that up and everything. I'll knock that out after we finish painting next week, something like that. So we're going to clean up this area, get it all nice and vacuumed, get it shop vacked up. And then I'm going to don the paint suit and I'm going to hit the ceiling one more time. Just a quick overspray of what's already up there. We've got to paint the mud room because the mud room was the only room that we did not get painted, as you can see. Maybe you can tell. And so we'll hit this room first and get it, and then I'll jump in here and start hitting the open area. And we'll just, like I said, make a real quick spray just so that we make sure that we just got everything coated evenly. And then we'll let that dry this evening. And then we'll be back tomorrow to paint walls and start putting the finishing coat on our walls. So let's get this wrapped. We'll get this all cleaned up and we'll get to painting. These are not the droids we're looking for. Well, all right, we have finished up for the evening. We've done the painting of the ceiling for the second coat. Tomorrow morning we're going to hit the walls bright and early and get our first coat on those walls. But in the meantime, we're going to go have some fun on the RTV. See you in a few seconds. So we're going to get the painting and try to get all of this side done today. We'll see. Crank up the music. All right, so we've just finished. Karen finished up the last closet and the little pantry area. And so we've got predominantly all the rooms on the 9-foot ceiling side, with the exception of this bedroom. And this bedroom we're going to do in a little different color. The open area, we've completed the ceiling today. So we knocked the ceiling out. So now all of the ceiling in the whole cabin is now done. I can come back, we will come back next weekend and paint these walls here in the open area. The paint, or the bedroom one here is done. Walls, ceiling, done. We got trim still yet left to do. Hardwood floors, door. Bathroom, same thing, done. Ceiling, walls. We've got some shiplap that we're going to put up here over the vanity. We've got the tile as well as all of the shower work to do. I've got to build the floor in the shower. So we still got a little bit of work to do here in the bathroom. This bedroom number 2 still needs some paint. So we got to paint that guy. Pantry is done. Install door will be the last thing to do on that. Mudroom done. Walls and ceiling. So we're complete on that. Man, it's been a big weekend. We got a little bit further up on the wall. I didn't go any higher because of the overspray issue, so I kept it down a little bit so I could get that done. So that's done. Well, that's progressed. I will knock that out next week. That's 3 more runs, and I can get that done. And then comes hardwood floors. We have the HVAC guys supposed to be in here next week to install the HVAC units. If they get that done, then we will be able to start temperature regulating the cabin. We'll get that set up, drop the humidity down a little bit. We'll bring the flooring in next weekend and let it sit for a week or so, several days. You'll have to sit for several days to acclimate to the temperature, and then we can start putting it down. I'm really excited to show you guys the wood floor. I showed you a little sample of it last week, but when you see it really like laid out and how it's gonna look, it's gonna look spectacular. So anyway, we did a lot this weekend with just Karen and I only. We kind of took it easy. We did what we thought we needed to get done for the weekend, but in reality, man, it's been just a great weekend to relax and spend some time with her out here. It's been a beautiful weekend, chilly in the morning, warming up to like 70 in the afternoon. It's been beautiful. And I think we're going to do that this evening. We're going to finish cleaning up, and then we're going to get on the RTV and just kind of go out and explore for a little bit before we got to start working our way back into work mode, right? But anyway, we are so glad that you guys have joined us for another great weekend, and we hope that you guys have a wonderful week. And as always, a very blessed week. And until we see it again the next time, we will see ya.